till now we have nearly discussed about the all of the operators of C language. So the only operator we have left with is the special operator. So C language supports some special operators such as comma operator, sizeof operator. These two operators, that is the pointer operator and member selection operator, we will be discussing in our later lessons where we will be studying pointers and the structures. So now we will discuss about the two type of special operator, which is comma operator and the sizeof operator. So firstly we will see about the sizeof operator. So as its name suggests, this sizeof operator returns the memory size in bytes of its operand. जैसे कि ऑपरेटर का नाम बताता है, दिस साइज ऑफ ऑपरेटर विल रिटर्न द मेमोरी साइज ऑफ ऑपरेंड, यानी ये ऑपरेंड में जो कुछ भी लिखा है, सो दैट ऑपरेंड कैन बी अ वेरिएबल, अ कांस्टेंट और अ डेटा टाइप। यानी ऑपरेंड में वेरिएबल भी हो सकता है या फिर कांस्टेंट भी हो सकता है या फिर कोई डेटा टाइप का नाम भी हो सकता है। सो इस ऑपरेंड को जो भी यहाँ पे लिखा है उस ऑपरेंड को स्टोर करने के लिए मेमोरी में कितनी साइज लगती है, मेमोरी में कितनी जगह लगती है, ये रिटर्न करता है साइज ऑफ ऑपरेटर। सो फॉर एग्जांपल कंसीडर द साइज ऑफ इंट. So size of int will return the memory size to store a integer value. So which will return either 2 or 4 depending on the compiler, because as compiler changes, size of integer also changes. And some another other examples of the size of is size of in bracket here sum. So here sum is a variable. So the size of sum will return the memory size for the variable sum. सम स्टोर करने के लिए जितनी मेमोरी में जगह लगती है वो रिटर्न करेगा साइज ऑफ सम, एंड इट विल बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ बाइट्स. So it may be either 2 or 4, again it depends on the compiler. Then size of another example here is size of long int. So it will return the memory size to store the long integer type of variable. So it is a very simple operator which is used to know the size of any variable or any data type, etc. Actually, the main use of this operator is used to determine the length of arrays and structures, which we will be discussing in our later lessons. So let us see one example related to the size of operator. So in this program, different operands for the size of is given. So first we will run the program and later we will discuss about that. So here this is the output of the program. So in the first statement here, in the first printf statement, the size of int will be displayed, so which is equals to 4. That means integer data type requires 4 bytes to store in memory, but it depends again on the compiler. So this output will be different for the different compilers. So in this compiler, size of int is equals to 4. After that, on the second line, size of float will be displayed, which is also equals to 4. Then size of x will be displayed, where x is a variable and this variable is of type double. So x is declared as of type double. So that means size of x will display the memory size required for the double data type. So which is equals to 8 here. So this 8 is for size of x. In next line, size of 8.9. So here operand is a constant value and every real constant is by default considered as a double data type. So therefore this 8.9 will require same memory size which is required for the double data type. So that means size of 8.9 will display value 8. And lastly, size of single character C. So here is also a character constant is there, and for storing a character value this compiler requires 4 bytes of storage. So therefore size of C will display value 4. So let us learn about the next type of special operator, which is a comma operator. So actually comma acts in two ways. That means it can be used as a separator and it can be used as an operator. So we will see both of these ways. So firstly we'll see about the comma as a separator. So actually we have used in the declaration, we have used the comma as a separator. So just for example, see here, int a equals to 1, after that comma, b equals to 2, comma, and c. So in this statement, three variables are declared and they are initialized in a single statement with the use of comma. So instead of writing three different statements for three different variables, like int a equals to 1, after that int b equals to 2, semicolon, and int c. So instead of writing these three statements, we can use only one statement with the use of comma as a separator. So similarly, consider the next example where float x comma y comma z. So instead of writing three different declarations of float variables like float x, semicolon, float y, semicolon, float z, semicolon. So instead of writing three different declarations, we can use a single line using the comma as a separator. Actually, we have used comma in the previously also in our examples. So this is a very simple to use comma as a separator. So nextly we will see comma as an operator. So let us see how the comma is treated or it acts as an operator. So consider here the first example where x is equals to, there are multiple values separated by commas and in the brackets, in the round brackets. So in this statement, comma will be used as an operator. So if comma is used as an operator, this statement will return expressions rightmost operand. So that means rightmost operand is here 90. So this 90 will be returned and it will be stored in X. And the other operands are evaluated and rejected. So that means while using comma as an operator, it will evaluate every single operand, but it will be rejected and the rightmost operand will be returned as a result. So that means here's 90 will be returned and will be stored in X. So consider the second example here where there are two statements instead of values here. So like a equals to 20 comma b equals to 30 and after that a plus b. So of course this a plus b will be returned, but before that the other operands will be evaluated. That means the statements will be evaluated first. So a will be equals to 20, after that b equals to 30, and then the result of a plus b, that is 50, will be returned and will be stored in variable y. So this is how comma as an operator works. So for the clarity, we will take one example, we will take one program for the comma as an operator. So let us see one example for understanding the use of comma operator. So this is the program for comma operator. So first statement here is the declaration statement where a comma is used, but here comma is used as a separator. So this statement or comma operator is used here to separate the variables for the declaration. The next statement here is b is equals to 2 comma 3 comma 4. So here comma operator used as an operator. The comma operator is having a least precedence. So इसका मतलब comma operator सबसे last में execute होता है. So if a statement is having more than two operators, जैसे कि यहाँ पे दो ऑपरेटर है, ये एक्सप्रेशन में ये दो ऑपरेटर्स है. फर्स्ट इज द असाइनमेंट ऑपरेटर विच इज इक्वल्स टू, एंड सेकेंड वन इज द कॉमा ऑपरेटर. So between this assignment and comma operator has the least precedence. इसका मतलब comma operator सबसे last में execute होगा. So firstly this assignment operator will work. So that means firstly b is equals to 2 will be executed. B is equals to 2 will be evaluated, and after that comma 3 comma 4. So that means this statement will be like this. This statement is like writing the this statement. So firstly b will be assigned value 2, and after that comma 3 comma 4, and we know that this comma operator will return value 4, but there is no any variable to store this value. So there is no variable on the left hand side to store this value. So therefore compiler will do nothing in this statement. It only assigns value 2 to the variable b. Now consider the next statement here. So here is also comma operator is used, but it is included in parenthesis. So I have just said that comma operator have a least precedence, but here comma operator is included in parenthesis which is having the highest precedence. Brackets को सबसे ज़्यादा precedence है, that means it will be evaluated at the first. So anything which is included in parenthesis will be executed first. So therefore as comma operator is within brackets, it will be executed first now. So therefore with this comma operator, expression on the right hand side or value on the right hand side will be returned and will be stored in variable a. So that means with this statement value 4 will be stored in variable a. So because of these two statements, a will store value 4 and b will contain value 2. And with this printf function, value of a and b will be displayed. So that means 4 and 2 will be displayed with this printf function. So let us run this program. So see here, value of a which is 4 is displayed, and value of after that value of b, that is 2 is displayed. So this is the output for the this printf function. So after that again a comma operator is used here. So in the next statement, z is equals to, in brackets, x equals to 12 comma y equal to 20 comma x plus y. So we know that while executing comma operator, all the operands are evaluated first. That means firstly this 12 will assign to x, after that 20 value will be assigned to y, and then after value of x plus y will be returned. That means 12 plus 20 value will be returned, that is 32 will be returned and stored in variable z, and after that value of z will be displayed. So that means 32, value of z is 32 now, so 32 will be displayed with this printf function. So this is how comma operator works in different conditions. So this is all for now. In the next lesson we will be coming up with new learnings. Thank you.